let Operation Postpartum Meal Prep commence. We've got like 3.5, 4 weeks before this baby will be here, and one of my goals was to prep a bunch of meals to stick in the freezer so that it's just one less thing I have to worry about on top of 2 other kids and a new baby. So today is the day we're gonna try and knock a lot of this out because we're running out of time and I need to get it done. So I have a bunch of groceries right here, a bunch of groceries on the table behind you. I just ran to Sam's Club and Walmart and did pickup orders from both of those places, so let me show you what I got. I have a stack of recipes here that I've printed out, typed up and printed out. We're gonna try to power through a lot of these today. My kids are at my in-laws for the day so that I can get this somewhat completed. So let's begin, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna show you all of the food and ingredients that I got, and then I will go through my recipes and tell you what I plan on making. And yeah, this is gonna be a long day. It's 12:12 right now. So we're getting a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. We don't have to get it all done today, but I wanna get a lot of it done. Okay, so here's what we got. Let's start over here. We got some flour, 3 rotisserie chickens. Oh, this is the flour that I bought. That's the flour that was in my freezer. Anyways, a bunch of pans. I have like the bigger rectangle ones in my pantry already. A bunch of beans, so kidney beans, because I'm gonna make some like chili, pinto beans, black beans, enchilada sauce, tomato paste. I got these for like the freezer. I'm gonna make like breakfast bowls and stick them in the freezer to just be reheated in this, even though I don't like reheating things in plastic, but you know, for a short period of time, we'll survive. We got some diced tomatoes, tomato sauce. They gave me grapes. I didn't order these, but they look kind of shoddy too. That's okay. Green peppers, dishwash detergent, a bunch of freezer gallon-sized bags. We got corn, spaghetti noodles, bread flour. Well, these are for me to eat. That's just to have on hand. Eggs. I also grabbed a couple of these aluminum baking sheets, just so I had a couple extra things, like when I need to put stuff in the freezer, I have some extras to use. A bunch of pasta sauce. Also, sorry if I'm out of breath because I can't breathe. Celery, cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, a shit ton of beef broth, 2 packs of bell peppers, carrots, more pasta, more beans. Those are refried beans. We have salsa, chicken broth, pizza sauce. I got a couple packs of like chili seasoning, stew seasoning, fajita seasoning, and what else do we have? Potatoes, a bunch of tortillas, some cheese, a big old tube of meat, 2 things of sausage, bacon, and chicken. So that is all of the groceries that I got. Now let me show you all of the meals that I plan on making, because that's the important part here. I will try to put, so these are just like half-ass recipes, okay? I don't have like measurements for anything, but I just have the ingredients and the instructions. I typed these out and printed them myself so that I just kind of had a list of what all I needed, whatnot. We have frozen pizzas. Probably would have just been easier to buy pre-made frozen pizzas, but here I am. Breakfast burritos, baked spaghetti, And I will try and like put these recipes on the screen or down below as I make them. Salsa chicken, chicken or beef enchiladas, chicken taquitos, and chicken quesadillas. Blank page. Excuse you. Crockpot beef stew, chicken taco soup and chicken fajitas, chili, and breakfast bowls. So those are all of the recipes that I have. Also, I plan on making just like a bunch of pre-made like taco meat. So just ground beef with taco seasoning on it just to keep in the freezer. And chicken fajitas with like peppers and onions, hence the fajita seasoning. Pancakes, I just use like the store-bought like pre-mixed or pre-made pancake mix from Sam's Club. All you have to do is add water. I put chocolate chips in it for the kids, and I make just like small individual ones, freeze them. And so every time I make some, I just make like a bulk batch of them and put some in the freezer. So I need to restock those. I'm tired. I just know I'm gonna be exhausted by the end of this day. Okay, I don't actually know where to begin right now because this is very overwhelming. But what I think I'm gonna do is start with the like recipes that don't require me to cook anything first, and that I can just like throw into a bag or whatever. So I think I'm gonna start with the crock pot, like the beef stew that you can throw in the crock pot. So all I need for that is stew meat, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna divide this into two, and we'll be able to make two like bags out of it, hopefully. We got the stew meat. I need celery, onion, carrots, potatoes, and I have my seasoning as well. So I just have to chop everything up pretty much and stick it in a bag, and then we'll put it in the freezer, let it freeze. And then when it's time to reheat, you just take the bag out of the freezer like the night before, let it thaw a little bit, and then in the morning you can put it in your crock pot, add your liquids, and let it cook. That was my skin. Oh shit. Okay, so that made 2 gallon-sized bags of the beef stew mix. So all you have to do is let it thaw out after it's frozen, add it to your crock pot, and just add some beef broth to it and cook it on low, and there you go. Easy peasy. Okay, next I'm gonna do chicken fajitas, I think. So I'm just gonna slice up some chicken breast, bell peppers, onions, stick them in a bag. Let me get the fajita seasoning. Okay, so we have our fajita seasoning. This is some big ass chicken. I need a bigger cutting board. Two bags of this. Now I'm gonna do the chicken taco soup. So I need salsa, black beans, pinto beans, corn, diced tomatoes, taco seasoning, chicken. Instead of taco seasoning, I'm just going to use this pack of fajita seasoning because I feel like it's basically the same thing, you know? Okay. Okay, so here's what we're working with so far. We've got our 2 bags of the beef stew mix, 2 bags of chicken fajitas, 2 bags of chicken taco soup. I'm gonna go stick these all in the freezer in the garage and we shall continue, but I need to clean up a little bit. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking down this whole tube of sausage, and then some of this ground beef here. I don't really know how much to do. I might just honestly start with like half because I'm gonna need it for spaghetti that I'm making. Just have some like taco meat on hand and chili. Who knows what else. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start cooking probably like half of this, honestly. And then if I do have any left over, it can just go in the freezer. Okay. This is a bit much, huh? Okay. Just gonna start cooking this stuff down, and once it's done, we will divide and conquer. Okay, I'm gonna start chopping up a bunch of potatoes and putting them on here to roast in the oven for my breakfast bowls. Okay, I'm gonna stick these in the oven and let them roast until they're fork tender. My sausage is done cooking. This is still cooking. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is take all of my chicken off the bones here, throw it in a bowl, and then figure out what all I'm gonna need it for. I know I'll need it for the taquitos, the quesadillas, and the enchiladas probably. So let's get to going. Okay, I have all my chicken in this bowl. I'm gonna divide some up, and I think I'm gonna do the taquitos and the quesadillas now. So I've got my tortillas. Quesadillas, it's gonna be super simple. I'm gonna take some of the chicken, toss it in some taco seasoning. We'll just layer that and cheese on here. Cook them on my griddle, and then we'll cut them up, let them cool down, and then freeze them flat on like a cookie sheet probably. And then we'll stick them in bags when they're, I'm out of breath, when they're all frozen. So we're gonna work on that, and then we'll do the taquitos. Probably you yapping over there.
your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh, and you never compromise your budget with lower prices on around 1,000 items. Used about 5 times in one transaction. Check
It is 5:27 now. I'm going to work on the breakfast bowls. So you saw the potatoes and sausage over there. I just need to scramble some eggs, and I'm going to cut up some onions and bell peppers, saute those up, put them in the bowl, and then we will scramble the eggs, put those in the bowl, let them cool off, and then put them in the freezer. I'm running out of freezer room right now because I'm trying to let everything freeze and harden before I put lids or wrap it up in foil, and so that might be a problem. But I'm gonna try to do all these and get them in the freezer somehow, and then might have to continue tomorrow because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Okay, we're just gonna cook these. I'm really starting to go downhill here, making a mess. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just gonna let these cook down and soften some. And then I'm gonna scramble my eggs over here. Okay, to my eggs, I just add a little milk, and I'm gonna add some hot sauce for a little razzle dazzle. I'm gonna try to mix these up without making a giant mess. Shoot. Gross. Ooh, that scared me. Bam. Finally getting somewhere. Okay, I think that's gonna be a wrap on day one of this meal prepping thing because I'm tired now. So, okay, so we got our breakfast bowls done, our chicken taco soup, chicken fajitas, beef stew, the taquitos and quesadillas, and the chicken and beef enchiladas. So that was a pretty successful day, I would say. I still need to do chili, homemade pizzas, baked spaghetti, and breakfast burritos. And I also had like salsa chicken where you pretty much just put like chicken and salsa, and like you could do corn, or kind of like the taco soup, but instead of it being a soup, it's just you throw it in a crock pot and you can use it for like tacos or nachos or on rice or whatever. But I ran out of my chicken breast that I bought, so I have a bunch of chicken in the freezer that I just will, you know, have to remember to thaw. Okay, so maybe tomorrow I'll try to do more. Ugh, I'm tired. Thanks for watching part 1 of my postpartum meal prep video. Come back for part 2 whenever that's up. Bye.